Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel that takes you deep inside the San Francisco 49ers. I'm your host, Jack Hammer, and today the topic is the signing that seems to have gone under the radar because nobody's really talking about this player. This offseason, the 49ers lost a couple of big names to their team, a few players along the defensive front, but in the secondary, they lost Jimmy Ward. So what did they do? They went out and signed an upgrade. They actually made an upgrade there by going out and signing Isaiah Oliver, who was a free agent from the Atlanta Falcons. Oliver, you look at his numbers last year, much better in coverage than Jimmy Ward. Allowed a passer rating of only 72.4 on the season, and he only had one game in which he allowed more than 35 yards. In fact, you look back at his season last year, and Isaiah Oliver allowed only 2 catches of more than 20 yards for the entire season. That's a big upgrade over what the 49ers received last year with Jimmy Ward. So one of the pieces, when you look at these two, if in the discussions has been, well, the 49ers are losing something because they lost Ward. They're not going to have that same ability from the slot when it comes to that run support. Well, that's not necessarily the case. You look back to last season, Oliver played just 12 games, and in those 12 games, he had 3 tackles for loss. He also had 2 quarterback hits, which is the same number that Jimmy Ward had last year for the 49ers. Plus, he had a sack. And that's where he really fits in with new defensive coordinator Steve Wilks. Wilks is the guy who really likes to blitz linebackers and safeties, and you'll see him send guys from the slot every once in a while as well. And that fits in really nice with everything that Isaiah Oliver brings. Again, tight in coverage, good in run defense, ability to blitz the quarterback, and the ability to get home, all fits with the 49ers scheme that they're looking to employ here in 2023 under new defensive coordinator Steve Wilks. On top of that, you look at what Isaiah Oliver was able to do so far. We've seen one practice during OTAs. He was all over the receivers, lockdown coverage across the board, looking really sharp there. And if that kind of play continues, the 49ers are looking to have a really improved defense, especially when you add in Javon Hargrave along that defensive front. Javon Hargrave rushing from the middle along with Eric Armstead. You get Drake Jackson on the left side, who I believe is going to be a breakout player for the 49ers this year, along with Nick Bosa. You're going to get a lot of pressure on those quarterbacks. And if you're able to play some man coverage on the back end, especially get that tight coverage in the slot from a guy like Isaiah Oliver, and you're looking at taking this 49ers defense, which was already #1 in the league, to a higher level here in 2023. There you have it. Take it for what it's worth. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys can do me a favor, hit that like button, and then also turn on your notifications and hit your subscribe button. Thank you all so much for joining. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.